We are live. We are live. Let's see, we have three people. We have two eggs in a basket and Julio and Julio.
Julio and Julio.
Oh, no, those are the comments. One thumbs up already. Wow, look at that. We're way ahead of the game.
Happy Sunday night, guys.
Oh, now we're down to two. Someone blew out.
Ah.
What?
Do you know where your children are? Yeah, actually we do.
Yeah, we think. We know they're not raising chickens.
One of them.
Yeah.
3 watching. I'm one of them.
Well, it says 2.
Mine says
6.
3.
Look at that.
Wow.
3 people just what?
Doubled our number.
They're all on the phone going, okay, now let's all click on.
Now let's all
Terry Birds. Tell
hey,
Wes
Terry.
we said happy birthday.
Yeah.
Kind of late, but we said it anyway.
Yeah.
And tell him, how do you get a video of my toilet seat? I wouldn't sit on that thing. I wouldn't want anyone to know my mood. Huh.
Yeah.
Inside joke.
Unless you follow Bill on Facebook and then everybody knows.
Yeah, well.
It was a like a mood ring, but it was a toilet seat.
Yeah. And there's
Why am I not getting it? Here we go. Hey, Louie.
Louie's here.
Hey, Barbara, if you're within earshot. Hello.
And Jason. And I see.
That's Hobo Kelly.
That's what?
Hobo Kelly.
Hobo Kelly.
Cartoono. These guys are all for that.
Had an eventful day today. We've been just stuck here, just existing in this motorhome on our lot.
Toilet seats will improve your mood, Julio says.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll take your word for it, Julio.
We've been just grocery shopping and laundry and all that kind of stuff.
Shopping and laundry and Friday nights with our friends.
And Sunday night lives. And so today we decided, there's Phil. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
We decided to go to Hot Springs. And, we actually went downtown and we drove through it. Filmed at 11.
There's a campground right there. Like,
yeah, Hot
Springs. Go to Hot Springs and make a U-turn, and it's right. It's real pretty. Real pretty. There's a stream running by it.
And we got it. We pulled out. Got Boo Boo Bear over here, got him all hooked up, walked around, walked down by the stream.
And we got him a harness, so now Bill doesn't have to yell at him.
Or beat him.
Or beat him.
Yeah. He was actually pretty good with it on.
Yeah.
So.
A mood changer, to be sure. Kind of like that toilet seat.
Yeah, he's terrible with, he chokes himself to death and pulls so hard. There's Wes.
He almost throws that.
Thanks for
the
Wes. Birthday wish.
We're talking about your toilet seat.
And yeah, so it was a fun day. Had a nice lunch. And
had a nice dinner.
It was kind of a relax.
Day.
But we are going to have to start getting crazy now. We're going to do some stuff this week. Yeah. Some mechanical work.
May. Hey, Jason.
It's not my birthday, baby. But we're gonna start digging so we can get some of the plumbing, the septic plumbing in. And got a lot of stuff like that to do. Probably just gonna get it hooked up down below, run the pipes up, and then cap them off. And then when the time comes, we'll up into the house.
Yes, we did enjoy that post, Wes. I did.
I don't know. Were you sitting on it? No. Anyway, that was our big exciting day. and yeah, just trying to do fun and get through it. And we're still getting closer to the eclipse.
Jason was sacrificing meat to the barbecue gods.
Oh yeah, how'd you sacrifice it? Did you burn it to bits? There's Dan, Hell's Grave.
I did read it, Wes. I did. I appreciate your humor anyway.
It's
Jason
Linda
said
and
hi.
little Dan.
Hey, Dan. I know you now. Hasselgrave?
Hasselgrave.
Little Dan.
Right.
Linda, little Dan.
And then, let's see. I think that's it. Well, there's 15 people. We haven't had 15 people divulge. What is the word? Divulge who they are? What is it? Tell us who they are? How's that?
Divulge.
Divulge. Kind of tired. I don't know why. Actually, for me, if I sleep in, which I did today, then I'm tired all day long. Or if I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I feel great. I don't know what it is.
Julio said a YouTuber he follows just posted a stay at Devil's Den State Park in Arkansas. I keep telling Bill we shouldn't tell people how amazing this state is.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be overrun with everybody, but it really is a beautiful state.
And it's starting to get really.
It's a nice place to come visit, but then please leave.
Yeah, you guys. Nobody would want to live here.
Nobody want to live here. There's ticks and chiggers and alligators and nothing to do.
Snakes. We have snakes. As we walk outside, they're just crawling everywhere. And yeah, it's horrible. Things fall out of the trees. And,
2 eggs can attest to that.
Yeah, they hate it too. Bears.
No, it's bad here. He says. Bears. Yep.
Bears.
Lots of mess.
Yeah.
That is true.
So.
Mosquitoes, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And not only mosquitoes, they're like pigeon size. We had one in the car this morning. It was pretty big, yeah. It was probably about like that big. What'd you say? Yeah. Not like that.
I killed him.
Yeah. Darla killed him. I can't believe how fast your tongue goes out and gets them. It just. I miss you guys.
I miss you too, Wes.
We were hoping to have gotten out to do some gate guarding and or come visit you by now. My sister moved back in for a while, so that plan flew down Poopy Creek.
That's okay because
because especially now because we canceled out on fireworks in Kentucky. Now we're going to Indiana. No, just kidding. You can come over and spend 2 days with us.
We still need people to do fireworks.
Yeah, we still do.
Just saying.
We have filled a few spots, but
if you guys think you want to try that, Wes and Terry, that would be really awesome.
Yeah, that'd be a good job for you guys.
That would be so good. You should call and talk to us.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Yeah, and you could do it close.
Wes says no. No on fireworks? I heard there's not a single mosquito there, just all married with big families.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a bad idea, Dad. Wes says.
It's certain times of the year. Of course, it's always like in the evening they start coming around. So you got to have a fire. You got to have a fire going so you don't have mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So that's one of the rules.
There's a lot of crime at the Walmart. Yeah. And they'll like break into your car, your RV.
Murder you.
Terrible.
Just for nothing.
Yeah.
Let me see. We had a really.
Linda. Haven't seen
Oh
you guys
wow!
For
there
a
you
while.
guys are.
Hi guys. They stay busy. You guys should come out here for a visit, you guys.
Yeah.
And the flies. Yeah, the flies are stinky too.
We don't get as many here because we don't have all the cows around us, but yeah.
I'll do that, Wes. Definitely send that to you. Anybody at all wants to do fireworks, please let us know.
Yeah, I could. You want to put the number out over the air?
Sure.
The only thing we ask is that you tell him that we sent you, so he
Right.
knows that we're doing our job. Let me see here. Let me. B. There we go. Okay, now I got it. His first name is Fireworks. Here, let's see. So it's Mike is his name, and his phone number is area code 812-249-0879. And just tell him that Bill and Darla sent you, and if you want to try doing a fireworks stand, you know, where you're at or whatever, depending on where you are and what the laws are on fireworks, because these are fireworks. These aren't little snails and stuff. They shoot up in the air. They're called barely legal fireworks. So a lot of states won't let you shoot them off. In some states will not let you sell them. So it just
Right.
depends on what the rules are.
In your
Some
state.
states will let you sell them, but you're technically not supposed to shoot them off, but they do anyway. So there's sometimes they let them go out to parks and different things. So anyway, you just have to check in with Mike, and yeah, Mike will look into what the rules are where you want to do it, and if it's possible, then he'll get you all set up and get you a fireworks stand. I mean, there's not too many people that would do that.
Yeah, May on the Ren. They're gonna do fireworks. They're excited.
Yeah, they're gonna do it while gate guarding in Colorado. No, they're going to Wyoming.
Actually, they can't wait for doing fireworks. Yeah. They were who worked with us at Colorado doing gate guarding last year, and they went back. They had a momentary lapse in common sense.
Julio, fireworks is not a work job.
It's not.
It's not. It's a wild thing for about 5 days.
And it's so worth it.
Yeah, but usually what happens is you probably end up. I think the least amount of time is about a month. Although he has some that are 2 weeks. Do it for 2 weeks, and then you'll have a week where you're not doing much, just kind of trying to get a handle on what you're going to do, and then the next week it's bombs away. So you will get rushed.
You really don't need to know anything about the fireworks either. There's little QR codes on the fireworks.
And the customers usually know.
And the customers know what they want.
Customers walk in and they'll teach you about fireworks.
Yeah.
So especially the guys that come in early.
Maybe says LOL, right?
Yeah.
Wes says fly as heck. We had stink bugs since RV Prepper Wayne brought them here 2 years ago. They like to overwinter in our house. Don't know how they're getting in.
Wow. Well, we've been transporting those little tiny.
They're called crazy ants.
They're like ladybugs, though.
Oh, those are Asian beetles.
Yeah, we got
crazy ants. Do you guys know what those are?
These guys are actually building a cave.
They're crazy.
Underneath our shower.
Literally.
They're kind of like mud daubers, but they're ants, and I'm going to take a hammer and break it all up and vacuum, but I got a little portable vacuum. I'm going to suck that thing dry. There's Charlie and Diane are here.
Guys.
Glad you're here. Glad you joined us. And I do have a special favor I'd like to ask tonight. I hate to do this, but I would really appreciate it if you guys would just hit the like button for us. If you like what we do and you like us, please just hit the like button. It helps us immensely. Last week we got a lot of likes, and it pushed us out, and we got a whole lot more people coming to us.
Kyle said hello from Colorado. Remember Kyle?
Kyle? Yeah, I do.
Kyle, yeah. What's his last name, eh? I forget. I think it starts with an L. Yeah,
that's one thing about the Colorado Gate. They have some amazing, nice people there. That's what makes that job worth doing, and that's why we went back.
will accept your thumbs up. Thanks, Wes. Also, hey Yanni, hey Patty.
He almost got Cage's name right, didn't he?
Greetings.
Close.
Yonder yet YTubers Patty and I are here live from the center of our No Universe in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Yes.
What?
Logging in from Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Some of our biggest fans.
Well, I don't see that.
You know?
Where are they?
It's up a little bit.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you, folks. I see you do it. Yago.
Kyle Yago, that's right.
Oh yeah, okay,
Lago,
yeah.
But
He was there that night when
the
cop wanted to go back and arrest the guy for hitting a dead cow.
Yeah.
There's a dead cow on the road. This guy tore his truck.
And the cop was trying to
arrest him. And I said, look at his truck. It's all tore up underneath.
It was gnarly.
If the cow was standing up, which that's how most alive cows are, they stand.
Most of them.
And
unless you tip a cow, and that's a whole different story.
But
it's a whole other video.
The whole underneath the truck got damaged. Not the grill, was all underneath. The poor guy, man, he was like freaking out. And he was in the back. He didn't even know all this was going on. And finally, Kyle went up back there and got him or something and brought him up front. And the cop, I thought he was going to arrest me, man. He was getting all crappy with me. And I go, yo, I don't. We don't have nothing to do with what's going on back there. Once they leave this gate, we're done.
I had to go inside because I was ready to punch him. So that's how bad it was. The cop. I was ready to punch the cop. That would have been a great video.
Well, you'll see him every day pretty much because he comes in about this time every day or so, and then he goes home.
Hey Wes, who's Marmalade? Says ni hao back to Marmalade, whoever Marmalade is. Julio says I finally figured out who Mike Johnson looks like. Who? Yeah, John and I want to know. This first we've seen him. We've been back 10 days already. Man.
Alfred Edu and kind of needs some freckles.
Who's Mike Johnson?
He's the House.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
Speaker of the House.
Right. Gotcha.
Or he's Julie's husband.
Yeah.
We have a friend named Mike Johnson.
It's such an uncommon name.
Yeah. It's like here there's 3 Bill McLeans.
Yeah. In this tiny little area.
At least so far.
None of them are related. All spelled the same and everything.
Yeah.
Hey Ronald Silva, welcome. I got it fine. To me, he's KG Poo. Can't help it, y'all so weird down in Arkansas.
Well, it's CAIJE.
Or KG Poo. That would work too.
But he's like Cage.
Yeah,
he's like putting him in a cage.
They are very close, as you know.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. I think Cage has had him a couple of times. Cage has a bad habit on occasions. Yeah. And for some reason, every time he sees Wes, he gets all excited.
Poor Wes.
Gotta quit wearing pink, Wes. Anyway. Every once in a while, he'll just pick someone out of a crowd and he goes sit down on it. It's crazy. Boston Terriers are horny. Anyway, so yeah. If anyone didn't get that phone number,
I posted it in the comments.
All right, then
Did you guys catch that? Anybody that?
Did you guys probably got it then?
Yeah.
Yep. Got to rop on the car one time today.
Yeah.
Goes pretty good.
I had a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Sweet little pupper likes me a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you're a chick. You think you're a female Boston Terrier is what you think. The only thing is he got no action equipment left.
He could sit on that toilet seat too.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you get around, that's the first thing she does is to get you neutered, man. what happened to me right away.
Right away.
How do we have 3 kids?
Immaculate conception.
Yeah. You wish.
Oh.
Oh boy, Wes is tearing it up tonight. Where'd your daddy go? Where's Terry?
Where's Terry? Bring Terry back.
We're gonna have to get Terry to control him. Uh-oh, Julio's scared.
Terry me now.
And he's fearless. Julio's fearless and he's scared now. Dad's in the kitchen.
Okay.
There's Lynn and Joan.
Hey, Lynn and Joan. How you guys? People in the house. And how many others? He's in one of the house. And how many others?
I don't know. That's got to be Wes spelling that, huh? You got Terry?
I don't know.
We don't know, Lisa.
So,
so he's on one side of the house and Wes is on the other.
Got you.
I can decipher it, don't worry. English, Dad.
Aww.
What?
That's marmalade.
Oh, yeah?
That's marmalade, in case you guys wanted to know like I did. That is a huge kitty.
Yeah.
Man.
That's like part of the leopard family, isn't it?
I think so. It's pretty big.
Big cat. We have one cat around here that's pretty good size.
Yeah.
And my brother has a scary cat. Its ears are all tore off, and this cat has been in 100 cat fights and it's still alive.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's been in 100 fights and lost 99 of them. So
yeah.
She's part Maine Coon.
Oh yeah.
We had a Himalayan.
And it has 6 toes on each front foot. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know that mostly those are, by and large, they're mostly male. Maine Coon cats are mostly male.
Yeah, because they say they're a lot smarter than the average cats, don't they?
They are smart. They are. They really are.
Rest my case.
But it's the feline family.
It was Hemingway in Key West that had all the 6-toed cats.
Yeah.
We went to his place there, but we didn't go there.
Hey, Scott. Greetings from the swamp.
Is it hot there yet? I hear it's getting warmer.
I guess you could call him the winner. Bobby Bear song. Hey, Whims of Mim. You guys should see this gray one here now. This cat has been through some stuff too. Messed up ear. I can imagine. The cat, I got you.
Well, 68 isn't that bad. Or 76,
I will send the link. They won't let me do it on YouTube. Yeah. But I'll send you guys the link for the shirt, you guys. 76 today. It was pretty warm here.
Yeah, it was all of that.
Yeah. Keyword part Maine Coon. So nobody told Marmalade that. She's chonky. That's because you overfeed her. You can't tell her no.
Oh, Miss Kitty.
She's too smart for her own good. Acts, yeah, more like a dog than a cat. That was our dog, our cat, our dog. That we had a Himalayan, and he was more like a dog. He'd follow you. He'd come when you called him, and he wasn't like the aloof cat mindset that a lot of cats have. Oh, commercial time.
We're probably going to get
25 degrees.
We're probably going to get some heavy rain this coming week again. It rained pretty good. I'll tell you what. Our drive, that's what you got to do is we got to take the card out of the car.
Gosh.
Yeah. It was so green today. It was just
everything was just popping bright.
We have these trees they look like they have snow all over them. They're white.
What'd I tell you?
They're the
Bradford pear trees.
Pear trees.
And they're invasive. And they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
They'll grow everywhere, and they'll just take over an entire landscape if you're not careful.
And then we have these purple ones that are real pretty.
Yeah, I don't know.
And like our oak trees are are getting after it now. We're gonna have leaves here anytime. The little shells are all over everywhere.
Little pods off the leaves.
Yeah.
So 25, Ronald Silva says, and snowing. Roads are icy here. You got to get out of there.
Where are you? What part of Arizona are you in? Above Flagstaff?
I think Ronald said he's in. Remind me where you're from again, Ronald? New Jersey?
Well, it's probably, you've got to be on the East Coast somewhere because that's where the weather hit. Oh yeah, oranges. When I was a kid, I had an orange tree right outside my bedroom window, and it always smelled real good.
Yeah.
Never gave oranges though. Just smelled good.
Really?
Yeah, it was a small tree. It was like a dwarf, and they left it. And the people that bought the house for my mom cut it down, got rid of it.
Yeah, I know it's not there anymore.
Yeah. We also had ivy out at the Parkway.
I hate ivy.
Oh, West Virginia.
Ivy's like kudzu. You cannot keep control of it. Very hard.
He's not going to spend another winter there. Where are you going to go? Well, don't come here in the wintertime.
Yeah.
It's horrible here.
He's going to go to Arizona, I believe.
It's down to 50 below, and it's tornadoes every day. It's horrible. Nobody wants to live here in the mountains. Yeah, Arizona's nice in the wintertime. Florida's nice. Sometimes Texas is nice, but sometimes Texas isn't real nice. Sometimes it can be kind of naughty too. So, but it does get cold here. I think we got down to this year when we were here, down to 23 was the coldest we got.
Yeah, it does get cold, but you just don't go out and do anything.
Well, I got a heated water hose, and I got the little heater in the water bay, and then I just shut off the spigot, the fire hydrant. The water goes down, and we just run off the tank until it heats back up. So 5 degrees, 6. Oh, that's the coldest we got for you this year. Yeah, but you're up there in the Himalayas.
Who is?
Jason and Amanda.
What?
Yeah, so people don't like weather talk.
Sal probably Florida.
Yeah, or Arizona.
Sal probably Florida, Arizona. Florida.
Yeah. Arizona was a little bit different this year for us. I felt different there this year.
West Virginia, that's where Ronald's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I normally really like it in Arizona, but it was a little different this year. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm. I do.
So,
yeah.
It's a new crowd.
Yeah.
So maybe it's up to us to adjust, I guess. So.
Yeah, I don't think the world's going to adjust around us.
No.
That's not how it works.
That's why we got to build that little house over there so we can stay here in the winter. We'll winterize this thing and we'll just stay in there.
Okay.
But this week I'm ready to start working on it. Hopefully. I know everybody wants to know about Spooky 2 again, huh? Does anyone want to know about that?
With a heart.
Who's doing that? You never know who does that, huh?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Yuma, Arizona. It's like a tourist trap. There's a lot of snowbirds there, and it's.
Thanks for the hearts, guys.
Quartzsite is a lot cheaper, but there's a lot more stuff in Arizona. Plus, you got Mexico there. You got a lot of things to do in Arizona. But it's heavy traffic, kind of more like that, huh?
Mhm. Yeah.
But they do have a Texas Roadhouse, and they have Mr. Fish.
They may like Quartzsite.
Yeah.
Did you like Yuma? Maybe, Jason, you guys? You can tell I'm from West Virginia. Can't spell Florida. We understood though,
Yeah,
so we're okay.
I'm getting good at it because that's how I write too. So
You didn't go. I thought you guys did one time. Where did you go? You went somewhere.
they went to Lake Havasu.
Oh yeah, that's right. You needed to go to next year.
You don't want to live in Alaska. He must sit around and smoke dope before he comes on this every day. Look at that. He wants to live in a little adobe hut in Texas. No air conditioning. We went to a local dinner and bingo last night in Palo Verde, California. Yeah, that's I've been to Palo Verde many times. California, I've been everywhere. Never been to course.
Well, Palo Verde, yeah.
Yeah, Lake Havasu is pretty crowded. It's crowded too. I guess when you get to be when you get to a certain point in your life, you don't want to be around a lot of crowds anymore. Of course, doing the tent, that was a crowd.
Yeah, Jason and Amanda have never been there.
Yeah. Well, they could have went with us this year, but they said they didn't want to.
Yeah, Lake Havasu is pretty, but it's sure gotten crowded. My brother lived there for 15 years. He just moved 2 years ago because it wasn't like what it was when he first moved there. And he's definitely a lake guy.
He's getting too technical for me, Terry. He wants an underground. What you want now is a bunker, so you could be like Mark
That's what
Zuckerberg.
he said. He said, I still wish we could move out west or to Alaska. I'd love to live in Texas in a little adobe hut that leads into a buried geodesic dome house with exposed skylight.
There you go.
South of Life, it was fun. 1-2 games. Oh, wow. I didn't know that's where that was. Palo Verde, is that by Blythe?
From Palo Verde is in California.
I know. Blythe is too.
Yeah, no, Palos Verdes is
Palo Verde
by
is south of Blythe.
Yeah.
In 1-2 games. There are still less crowded places in Arizona, but I'm not going to say where they're at.
Yeah, we went to Ironwood too. That was pretty cool. But that was no hookups or.
That was flat out boondocking.
Yeah, and it was a little bit.
You know us in boondocking.
It was a little bit scary because it was muddy going in.
Because it had rained like
and
crazy
then
the week
we
before.
were there, and we were going to stay a couple of days, and then they said it was going to be raining like crazy again, so we left. And I guess it did get pretty crazy after we left. You don't want a 30,000-pound bus on sand when it's raining.
No.
Joan. You don't want it anywhere when it's raining.
Wherever they were in Palo Verde was on the river. But it was pretty. Yeah, we could have stayed in the back of your truck.
Right? Yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
Could have rode out there too in the back of the truck.
Bill doesn't know this, but I sit around designing luxury houses in my head, Wes says.
Yeah.
You got a portfolio, you have to share it with us when we come back.
I'm designing one in my head too. And I'm actually going to be working on it.
But they're not luxury. I don't want luxury. I just want functional. Minimal.
What, this? What we're building?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to have a little luxury to it.
No mud in Arkansas. But no. Yeah. Absolutely no mud. Like everything's concrete, you know. No fear of sinking in the mud. Why can't it be both?
Mark's here.
Luxury and?
Because it costs a lot of money.
Hey, Mark, welcome.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be, what I like to do is I like to do the outside where it really doesn't look like much, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I. All of our houses have always been that way. For the outside, they look like not much, but when you walk inside of them, they're pretty impressive. That's going to be my. It's going to be small, but it's going to be very nice, very comfortable, cool this summertime, warm in the wintertime, very functional. It's going to be, what is the word, utilitarian, where it's easily to be worked on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna bury the water lines and stuff in the walls. They're gonna be
Easily accessible.
they're gonna be exposed with like a trim piece over them,
So we don't have to jackhammer concrete out
and
to
so
get
they
to
don't
a
get
leak.
frozen. So if something happens, what?
So we don't have to jackhammer concrete out so we
Oh
have to
yeah.
get to a leak.
We had our house and we did our add-on to
I
our
was
house.
talking about
The
Mellow Cat and two.
Oh yeah. Well, we had a deal where we came. My daughter came in our room one night and says, "Dad, I think we have a water leak in the kitchen." I go, "What?" She goes, "I could hear water running." So I go out there, and sure enough, you could hear water running. So I shut off the hot water on the water heater, and it quit. So I knew we had a water leak, and it was under the slab.
And the slab was like so warm
Yeah.
because it was hot water.
So I had a friend of mine who's a plumber. He came out and he said, "Well, you're gonna have to call this guy, and he'll come out and he'll find out where it's out at, and he'll mark it, and then we'll come over and we'll jackhammer it out. We'll go into there and fix it." So this guy came over. He charged us what, like $150, and he was listening here, listening there. Yeah, and he listened all around, and he said, "Okay, it's right here is where it's at." He marked it. We had carpet all through the house too. So the plumber guy comes over and he slices the carpeting, and they jackhammer down. And sure enough, when they had built the house, it was all copper piping, and they had just laid it under the slab in the dirt, and there was a nail, and every time you turned the water on, that pipe would jerk, and it finally rubbed a little hole in it, and it started leaking.
How many years do you think that was?
It was about 3 or 4 years after we had that add-on.
The girls were already out of the house.
No, they were still there. Yeah.
Then we had to take the dog to the vet because.
Yeah, because, well, it was when KG was, or not KG, but Mackie was young. So
he came in and so of course he was a puppy, and so he was very curious, and we're busy running around getting the phone and trying to figure out what's going on. He's turning off the water heater, and the puppy's over there, and he's sniffing up all this jackhammered concrete lime dust, and he had a bad reaction.
He looked like a Shih Tzu, or what are they?
It was bad, yeah.
His whole face got all scrunched up, and he couldn't breathe.
Not a Shih Tzu, like one of those dogs where they're all that excessive skin. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
David, my dad are here.
New Adventures, welcome guys.
They're coming for the eclipse.
Yeah. I have a particularly cool plan on how to build a luxury Airbnb out of an old water tower. Let's just say that it includes a living room with an indoor aquarium and a deck overhanging.
So if you want to see that, Wes, go on the internet and type in water tower house in Sunset Beach, California.
Oh, they got one?
It was a water tower when I was a kid.
Oh, I know that.
And there's an elevator that goes up.
There's no aquarium.
I don't know what's in it.
Says, "Are you kidding?" He said in his head, "That'd be a scary place."
Yeah.
Love you, Pops.
Time change messed you up. Out for dinner, so just drop in to say hi.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to watch later.
Hey, Matt and Laurel.
Sharpei.
Sharpei, that's the dog.
That's what he went from a Boston to a Sharpei in about 30 minutes.
He had lumps all over his back too. It looked like somebody just peeled his skin up on his tail end, threw a box of little rocks in there, slapped it back down. I mean, everything was just like reacting so bad. His eyes were slit, his nose was closing up. I just knew it was a matter of time before his throat was shutting down too. So
yeah, we
got him into the vet.
We got to take him to the vet. I go, what? She's like, I looked at him and I went, oh my God. So we hauled butt. Dad went over and took
As
him
soon
over
as
there.
we carried him in, they looked at him and went, "Oh, come right in."
Yeah.
They gave him a shot. 20 minutes later, he was fine. That was an expensive
And
water
mountain
leak.
laurels here.
Yep, high mountain laurel. And
Full
do
planes
you
and
take
helicopter.
requests, Billy?
What kind of request? What do you want? Well, everybody's blaming it now.
Cheap sunglasses?
Oh, he's talking ZZ Top.
Oh.
How about Tush?
Don't worry, you guys, if you're
I can play a
late.
couple of ZZ Top songs. It's been a while, but I probably could still figure them out. I used to play guitar okay. Not so good anymore. You have to have functioning hands to do it. Yeah, better late than never. Well, you know, you only missed a little over half. Yeah, that time change. We got ready to leave this morning, and then all of a sudden we realized it was afternoon.
Yeah.
She goes, you know, it's 11:43, right? I go, no. There's Rosebud. She's here.
Hey, Rosebud.
Let me guess. The time change threw you off. That's what we should have said. We're doing it at 7 and then did it at 8, and everybody would have bet. You can see everybody's showing up now. We're early. I thought the card changed automatically, but it doesn't. My deal here doesn't. The phones do.
Free bird.
Yeah. I have an interesting story about the Freebird song.
Yeah.
That was crazy, crazy.
You and Jason should play at the fire next year.
Very cool. You think so?
I'll have to rice his hands into shape again.
Yeah. If I could just get them to work, man.
Arthritis.
Does anyone want to know the Freebird thing?
I don't know. Ask them. Would you all like to know his Freebird story?
You'd like to know my
Weigh in with a thumbs up.
Yeah. Put thumbs up and let I'll know. So the first time.
2 yeses.
The first time I ever went to the Colorado River, I was like, it's probably 18 or 19 years old. And so I go to the Colorado River, and we're waiting to try to get into this campground. It was like Memorial Weekend, and there was a gazillion people there. And I had my Ranchero, and it was brand new. I just got a Ranchero GT, and I wanted to change into my shorts and stuff. We drove all night, got lost, went way out of our way. Anyway, we finally got there.
Dumb kids.
And I'm going to change into my shorts. And so my buddy had a van, and got in his van. I accidentally stepped on his girlfriend's purse, and she had a nail file, and it went about that far into the bottom of my foot. And it was bleeding like crazy. So I finally got it to stop bleeding. And so I asked him, we finally got into the campground. We got parked and everything. I said, do you care if I lay down in your van for a while? I need to, just kind of kick back. So I'm laying in the van. I got my feet hanging out, and the sun comes over, and I wake up, and the top of my feet are sunburned to the max. My legs and my feet are just fried. So now I can't walk. I can't do anything. So what they were doing is they were putting me in a chair, and a couple of guys would lift me up and take me and set me in the water and just let me sit there in the water, and then they'd come pick me up and take me back out. So I was like that for like 2 days. So Saturday night comes, and this was a campground, Avila campground. It's not there anymore, but it was on the Arizona side. And they had bands, live bands come, and they were played, and they plugged all their equipment in outside of the restroom, and they were set up like with the restroom behind, and they were playing. And so the band was started playing Freebird, and they were just getting started. I know how long the song was. I told my buddy, I said, I'm going to go hit the head. He goes, well, what happened is I finally, here's the thing. I put on like 3 pairs of socks, and I had a pair of boots, and I put those on, and I was able to like hobble around. So we went over to listen to the band, and then I needed to go to the bathroom. I said, oh, what was that?
Did you guys hear that?
I heard that earlier today. Sounds like a truck stopped out there. Anyway, let's see what's going on. It's dark outside. This is going to be a long story. Anyway, I'm walking to the bathroom, and they're finally starting to really get this song fired up. And this kid, young kid, he was probably 15 or 16 years old, falls off backwards off the bathroom, and he lands right in front of me, and he starts jerking all around, and my buddy and I are standing there, and this kid just stops, and he died right in front of me. And so I'm like, oh crap. And he goes, well, I'll run to the gate. I'll tell him to, back in those days, you didn't have cell phones or anything. So he takes off running, and he goes to the gate. And a few minutes later, he comes back and he says, they're calling an ambulance, but they said that we got to take him to the front gate, but they won't come in because there's so many people. He goes, I got to go get my truck. So he goes to get his truck, and he comes over, and about that time, here come the ambulance came in, and they figured, they better go on. Some other people said they picked this kid up, and never heard no more other than he had died. So
that's his free birth
that was
story.
that was my first time to the Colorado River, and I'm like, crap, man, I don't know if I ever want to go back to that, but. And I was a mess, man. My feet were so screwed up. I bet you it took me like 2 months before I was back to normal. Between the sunburn and that thing at the bottom of my foot.
Wes says forgive him that he laughed out loud at your pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was sad though.
Yeah. And every time I hear that song, that's what I think of. I think of this guy falling off that. I can still see him, man. Yeah. Really black hair, young kid, little, he was real thin.
Yeah.
But they were all up there smoking weed or something. He lost his kahunas or whatever.
Okay, so now, how do we cheer him up?
Ever tell you about the train wreck? No. Okay, I'll tell them about the train wreck. They probably want to hear about that. So my girls, when they were little, I used to always tell them, I'd say, well, that's about as fun as a train wreck. And
they were young.
And they would go, oh, okay. Yeah, this went on for years and years and years. I'd always say that to them. And one day I was watching this show, and it was showing all these train wrecks. And my girls came in, and they were sitting down, and I'm watching. I look over at them.
They're going.
And they got this weird look on their face. Then my oldest daughter turns over. She goes, Dad, train wrecks are not funny. Oh, man.
Bill was horrible. Is horrible. Bill's new Native American nickname, Redfoot.
Yeah. Burntfoot, Stabfoot.
He did used to be Indian.
Yeah. I used to be an Indian. Either I'm not an Indian, or my kids are all from the mailman.
His dad always told him that he was like 12.5% Indian, Cherokee Indian.
Because he said he was 25%.
Right.
And my grandmother, she looked like an Indian.
Did. But our daughter had her DNA done with me in 23 or something like that. And there's zero
Yeah,
Native
but you know
American.
what? That could be wrong too, I guess.
Could be, but she's the only one of the kids that has any.
But I mean, I had all
Powder
these
DNA then.
superpowers, and then all of a sudden she tells me that.
Now
I mean,
you're
I could.
nothing.
Now I can't hear buffalo running and stuff like that. It changed my whole life, man.
Drugs are bad. Okay. Yeah, they are.
That wasn't my fault.
Careful with that axe, Eugene. It's doing it again. Flipped all the way back to the beginning. What is it with your computer? Why does it keep doing that? Sounds like Third Rock from the Sun song. I don't remember that one. I remember the show.
Yeah, that was a funny show. I haven't watched. I have not watched commercial
Jason got hit with an
TV
ad.
forever.
Native American blood doesn't show up on those tests. My grandma was almost full-blooded. Really? I'll have to check into that. Maybe you are.
I'm starting to feel a little more Indian.
Hey, Maddie. Welcome.
I know time change got to you too.
She was bringing in horses.
Oh.
Mark's on his new iPhone. Well, that explains it. You don't know how to work spell check yet.
And he keeps getting ran back to the new or what?
The beginning, yeah. That happens all the time. And Mountain Laurel, I don't know how her connectivity is, but she's usually spinning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buffering.
No, I thought she would. Oh. Yeah, that's. My dad was serious as a heart attack when he told me that.
I went to school with a girl. Her dad told her that her great-great-great-great-grandfather was Geronimo, and just before he passed away, she cleared that with him, and he said, "No, I was just teasing you." She told everybody all through high school. We all believed her.
Well, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know it till how old was I when he told me that?
30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my 30s, he told me. The thing was, is
I checked the dog's rolls, but back in the day, it was an embarrassment to be labeled Indian, and so she may not have registered with the Dawes Rolls because of that. I don't know.
Well, she was supposedly Cherokee. Around here, it's Choctaw, right?
Yeah.
And then Wichita
Oklahoma,
too, right?
Mostly Oklahoma is.
Yeah, but
Choctaw.
right here.
Yeah.
Because my family's from right here,
right.
So. Yeah, it's and I don't think my grandfather ever owned anything.
Yes, Ronald, he did.
What? You Redfoot. Nah, I didn't do too much of that. See, I'm going to get a bad reputation. And somebody will start talking smack about me on the internet.
That's never happened.
No, especially not lately.
No. Terry says horses and cows don't recognize time changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We heard that same story of being Blackfoot growing up. My son did 23andMe and it showed no signs of it. I'm going to have to check into that though. Why wouldn't it show up?
Because they don't have blood. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe they.
Thanks, Maddie. You always make me feel great.
They. It could be me. Did she say?
Well,
you? Oh, she said you.
Starlag.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe it's some kind of politically correct thing or something. You never know. They don't want anybody to have Indian blood except for Indians.
Sure.
Well, who
knows?
I
think you need reparations if we can find out that.
My sister-in-law, she looks whiter than anybody I know, and they the whole family goes to the.
But they can trace back their lineage. That's the only way you get that, is if you can trace back your lineage. But anyway, I'm not Indian. I'm German and Scottish.
You know what? I'm the only reason why we were looking into it for a while was because
the girls go to college.
Yeah, because of the girls going to college, but
try to keep them out of debt. But they got scholarships. And just of course, we love you, Bill. Thanks, Wes.
He better be nice to me because I know he's not going to be able to resist going to the fireworks store.
I know.
And I'm going to be shooting one of those things that goes about 2 miles up right through his eyeballs. Yeah, get Roman candles and chase him around the store with them lit.
I have also heard that there just aren't any markers that designate being Native American different from Caucasian. Ah. Okay. Interesting. They don't want you to be able to have rights. Speaking of that, did you hear that the Lakotas told Kristi Noem to stay off their land?
Well, we were up north up there by what?
Kristi Noem? Is that South Dakota?
Yeah, she's from South Dakota. We were in Montana. I had to deal with the Crows, and they have their own language and everything. They're like some, and I don't know what the deal was. It was they got into a fight with another tribe, and I mean they were wiping each other out really bad. The Crows finally, I guess, succeeded or something, but they could be pretty mean to people. They were pretty short with me a lot until they got to know me. Once they got to know me, then they were.
Except for the one at the laundromat.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. It's another story.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I wish that one would have fell off the roof. But...
Yeah, right. Bill, I don't fear death, I only fear pain.
Yeah.
Pain makes you stronger.
Yeah. Believe me, I live with pain every day.
My grandma was for sure Cherokee. I did the DNA thing, it didn't show. That was really weird. Huh. My daughter bought me one of them DNA kits. You spit in it, fill this little tube and put solution in and mail it. I haven't done it yet. Are you Indian, Ronald?
You won't be. If you are now, don't do it. Because you won't be an Indian if you do.
It's going to dash your dreams. You're assigned a reference number unique to you.
Yeah. And then you can.
Oh, I'm too skeptical about getting a DNA test. I am too. I think he is too. I don't know why Leah did it.
Well, I gave you a DNA sample last night. She's got my DNA all over this machine.
Look right. Where am I? Yeah, right back there.
That's the printer.
The rice machine is running.
That's the printer, isn't it? I thought you put the rife machine over there. Yeah.
Well, you can't see it.
Well, you can't. There it is.
There it is. It's
right there. That little gray box.
Yeah, that's the rice machine.
Yeah, yesterday I was all hooked up to wires. I thought it was a monkey going to space. She was doing all kind. I could feel. I'd say you got it on right now, huh? She goes, yeah. My foot would be all freaking out and everything else. So I don't know whether it's fixing me, but it definitely is doing something, man. I can really feel it going after stuff.
So Leo said I do the DNA test. I'm sure the FBI be kicking in my front door.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it does only prove we're all human.
There you go. My brother and I did it because we're trying to find our half Vietnamese sister. Yeah, Darla did it.
Oh, yeah.
And ended up having this gigantic family.
I was the control subject for my half-brother who found another half-sibling of his. She contacted him. And he's like, well, his half-sister, they had the same mom they knew, but she didn't know who her dad was. And my half-brother and I had the same dad, but different moms. So this girl, she's like, well, I want to do this DNA test and I'll pay for it. And she goes, but we need a control subject. And he goes, I know. My half-sister Darla, she would love it. She's all into ancestry and all that stuff. So he called me and asked me, and I said, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fun. I mean, what's it to me, right?
And so she found out they were twins.
So just about. we all sent our samples in, and like 5 days later, he calls me on the phone and he goes, "You gotta read your email." So I open up the email and it says siblingship between this girl and me is like 83%. So that can mean one thing. I know it's not my mom's kid. So my parents were married, and my dad was seeing my half. It's all convoluted and messed
Let's just
up.
say there's a lot of banjos
So
involved in this band.
I was born in January of '56, and my half sister, who she turned out to be, was born in December of '56. So there you go. There you go. Interesting what you find when you start digging into the past.
So Dad says they're going to clone me. I don't think so.
Oh, that would be a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that would ruin my whole thing. The only reason I have for wanting to DNA test is to find out
what diseases and illnesses
I'm genetically prone to. Definitely schizophrenia, I can tell you that without a test. Let's see. And then Mark, I'm scared to find out how many children I have out there. A lot, Mark. And you're going to owe about $3 billion in back child support. Have you given any thought to or looked into mineral and vitamin infusion? My daughter has MS and did not want to go on the prescription drugs of the others of the side effects. Well, I do everything I'm doing right now, except for that shot thing that I just did, is I do cayenne pepper, red wine, and I take a eye vitamin thing. Yeah. So
I'm just trying to he's got a myriad of problems, and I was trying to kind of make a package of rice frequencies that would help all of them, but I feel like we just need to focus on the thing that's bothering him the most, and right now that's his foot.
Now Maddie's taken what is that?
Her daughter? An infusion?
Oh, she's trying. Yeah.
Her daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've taken a new thing. I've taken it twice, and then I took it the other day. They sent it to me.
It's not an infusion; it's an injection.
It's an injection. I take it myself.
But that's for the pollen.
That's for for allergies and all that kind of stuff. So
I never heard of anybody having such and so did the pulmonologist. She's like, wow, he has so much polyp activity in his sinus cavities. It's ridiculous. I don't know how he gets any oxygen to his brain. Really. And
Mark said he did it again.
Yeah. Welcome back. Poor Mark.
Turn it off, rewind, and start over again. Really, Bill? You expect me to? No, I don't. I know what Wes said. The insurance companies will then use that against you to raise your rights.
Your insurance.
Well, we're not. It's not through insurance.
Read the next comment. Hi, Mr. Crofty. We love you.
Oh, hey, there's one of my little Indian children. We're finding out that it's possible you have Indian in you. Orthocrofties are baby.
Even though your sibling did a test and found out there's no Indian blood.
But everybody here is Indian, but they say the tests are all negative.
Indian.
We have our own little tribe now.
I guess native blood doesn't show up. Weirdly. I don't know how that's possible, but we'll check that out.
Because it's racist probably or something.
Gotta be it.
Yeah. If they found out that
how? I don't know. Oh, how?
That's like the Indian chief was at the reservation and a busload of women come pull up and they're getting off the bus, and as they're getting off the bus he's going, chance, and all these women. And finally this one gal comes up and she goes, I thought Indian chiefs were supposed to say how. He says, me no how, me want chance. course, you can't hear the laughter through the computer. So I'm just going to think that you guys think it's my daughter. She's never heard that before.
Yeah, no, never.
That's an old joke.
She's the one who reminded you of it, though.
Yeah.
See,
Custer told me that joke.
That proves it. That proves she's Indian. She said, how? My dad said his mom, my grandma, was half Cherokee. We never confirmed it. You aren't right. You've known that for a while, May.
Maddie, yeah. You aren't right. Well, I don't know. I kind of thought it was really cool because I had all these superpowers. I'm telling you.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean,
he could like detect tracks and hear noises I couldn't hear. He could do smoke signals.
You know, you never watched what was it, the Outlaw Josie Wells? With the Indian, he goes, well, you got to be Indian to know.
Oh, that's right. I don't watch movies, but I hear
persevere. What is it? Endeavor to persevere, or persevere to endeavor, or whatever his little speech was.
Persevere. Yeah, I hear the dialogue, the script.
Uh-oh, here's Maddie slobbering all over you again.
See? Even Maddie knows you're Indian. She says we're a tribe.
Yeah.
There's Cherokee on my mom's side, Mountain Laurel says. See?
Oh, you obviously haven't had a test done yet. You need to be DNA test, and you go, you'll lose all your power.
No, you're not.
It's like when Samson got his hair cut, you know?
Yeah. But it wouldn't really matter. I mean, if you were Indian and that's all it took was to have a DNA test, everybody would be able to do it that had Indian blood. Instead, they want you to be able to trace it back. And you can't because you don't have, her name's just not on the DAW's record.
Did you see what Sydney said? First time I ever heard her say, I love you. Well, she didn't say it exactly like that, but see? She doesn't want to embarrass herself on TV.
Superpowers, Bill, and I'm a schizo.
You are.
Takes one to know one,
yeah,
right, Wes?
You're crazy.
May. True, I lost all my superpowers. Did you see what I said about Bill's spooky 2 frequencies? No? Where did I miss that?
What?
When?
Scroll up.
I am scrolling up, but I don't see it.
It's true. I lost all my.
Say it again. I don't see it.
See, May said she lost all her superpowers too. You could probably like grind corn in a rock with another rock. No, let's see. Do you see what I said?
I did scroll up and I don't see it.
Oh, 2 frequencies, he said. Spooky 2 frequencies. Oh. Ha!
So I came along in April 1966.
You were born in 1966? Is that what you mean?
Oh.
What?
He said, be careful putting all Bill's frequencies together. If you play them all together at the same time, it'll be Freebird. So, I
can hear that tune when that's going, too, you know?
When have I ever said I wasn't completely and utterly insane? I own that stuff. Or make bowls from corn, mud, and my mind.
For some reason, I feel like I'm being insulted.
Oh, man.
Well, at least he's starting to clean up his language. You see that?
No, well, because my baby's in this.
Yeah, it better be nice.
Be careful.
He'll cuss in front of you, though.
Yeah.
Kiss your mother with that mouth, right?
Lynn Joan, LOL, Mark. Hey, Mega Van Mike and Lisa, welcome.
They're back. See?
Raising Cane's.
Let me guess. The time change.
Yeah. Got you messed up.
We're going to have to go over tonight because of the time change. Everybody's got here a little late. So,
well,
I'm going to ask
I
again.
would never
We're
insult
trying to
you. I
get
love you
our
guys.
going out there really good because it's been working. If I could ask a favor, if you guys would just, even if you hate us, just give us a
Or
yeah, give us a like or give
we
us a
don't care.
down, give us whatever you want to give us, just so we get the deal going on the.
7 p.m. here.
Well, it's 3:10. No, that's the date. It's 8:09 here.
7 p.m. right now, Mike?
Well, they're in Arizona.
Yeah, but aren't we back on Arizona time now?
Wes likes me. Yeah, I like you too, Wes. Oh, wait. I just said that and it's recorded.
Lisa's phone says 6.
Well,
we say Central.
Yeah, it's Central time. It's 8:10 here. So I guess you're 2 hours. Well, Arizona doesn't change your time.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's at 6 o'clock for you guys there. Or no.
Yeah. No,
it would be 5 o'clock.
No, it says 6 o'clock there. Yes, it would be 5 o'clock. Because right now it says 6 in Arizona on Lisa's phone.
Yeah. So it would be 5 o'clock your time.
I approve now, Bill. I already did like. Thank you, Julio. Yeah. Oh, see, Lynn and Joan tuned in on time because they got it together.
Don't embarrass me in front of my entire. Well, we don't have an entire tribe, huh? How many people does it take to be a tribe? Does anyone know?
2.
2? That's a small tribe.
Bill, I wouldn't intentionally insult you. I like you too much to still start wearing Crocs or Amanda. What if some of our friends out there have that? Wes?
I don't know. He probably wears Crocs.
I kind of like man buns.
There's Timmy from what is the? He's that mountain. He's in Alaska. Drives that Ford truck. He wears Crocs when he drives his truck. He says they're the most comfortable shoes in the world. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I wear Skechers.
And says, I got Beat a 3D printer for his birthday. If you guys need parts for the moho printed, maybe we can try.
Yeah, could you do us all new windows? Arizona is now on Cali time. Yeah.
Mark says, as often as I've watched and rewatched you over and over again tonight, it will only let me give 1 thumbs up.
Well,
you tried.
I appreciate it.
Oh, Mike, gotta go now.
We're just trying to get things spread around here a little bit.
Well, we're happy to see you anyway.
Yeah.
Drive safe. Yeah, RVs sometimes have parts that break. Oh man, these commercials. And they don't make them anymore. I've always thought a 3D printer would be great for that. And that's what I told Brett for years, that he needed to get one of these because we have people coming in with obsolete parts and, taillights that they don't make anymore for, 30s and 40s RVs that people wanted to refurbish.
Mike went to the race car.
Yeah, the NASCAR.
Well, you hang out with
Hi, Mark.
Eric today? Nomadic Fanatic? He was there somewhere.
I gotta go. So. Yeah, Jason, could you imagine having a 3D printer? That'd be so cool. Currently, we have 28. 28 what? Oh, in the chat? Yes.
Yeah.
Julio says it's 7:10. Julio says it's 7:10? Where they're at? No.
Well, my
Colorado,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, supposedly it's not going to change after this time. That's what they were saying. They did pass some kind of law that says they're not. That's what they're the laws they work on is time change. Should just leave things alone because it just makes everybody all screwed up for weeks. Well, I worked at a place and we had a guy that worked there, and I don't care whether the time went forward or the time went back. Every time the time changed, he was an hour late. And he was come, and they go, well, how can that be? Because the time you should have been here an hour early, as if you would have went. But he was always late. It was just an excuse for him to be an hour late.
Oh, anyway, which is life.
Timu deodorant.
What?
Maddie just got sent to the twilight zone of 2 commercials. She got Timu and deodorant. So she'll smell good while she orders a bunch of
Let me
Chinese
ask
stuff.
you guys, speaking of deodorant, have you guys priced deodorant lately? It's like $10 to $13 for I was shocked. I was absolutely appalled, really. I don't get it. And I don't know why, but I'm not getting texts again. Okay.
So Mark's in the same zone as us. I've been hearing about the time change law for many years. Well, no, supposedly they passed it. We'll see. We'll probably hear more about it when it's time for it to fall back again.
Man, I missed all these.
It's always been $13.
Too close to rattlesnake, a cactus, or a nail. They're not.
Oh, I didn't understand that one.
Christopher Bell. More than just RVs, that parts could be printed for as RV. They can even have carbon fiber filters that just got sent to the solid bus. That's Great West. We found one that looks like wood and another that looks like metal.
I use Mitchum's and it's not that. I think it's like $5 or $6. But you get 2. I get it at Walmart, so.
$13, Cindy? Really? Golly. No, tallow is good, but Jiminy Christmas. I think a lot of the inflation is just pure greed by the retailers. I think so too, Terry. They're just using inflation as an excuse to put extra profit in. I'm looking forward to when they finally figure out how to make carbon nanotubes of significant sufficient length. It's over my head.
You know, you want to know how to get the price down on deodorant? Quit using it when everybody stinks. They'll lower the price.
I'm just going to have to stink, I guess. Corporate greed. Start making your own deodorant, yeah. Anyway.
Start making your own deodorant out of what?
I used to do couponing, but I quit going back to it. It's time consuming. I'm trying now. Is it worth it? Last time it cost $122. I got almost $200 worth of CVS items. Oh, that's great. You should have your own YouTube channel, girl. That's what Reagan said. Supply and demand. Yep.
Yep. Use goat milk or goat cheese or something to make deodorant, can't you?
You use goat's milk for soap. I don't know about deodorant.
Well, if you use soap, you may not need it.
Dirt. Oh, I forgot. You're Indian. You would know these things.
Remember when I used coupons, Mom?
I do. I do remember that.
Berries and dirt.
You can use lemon juice instead of deodorant. Wouldn't that bleach your clothing, though?
Wouldn't you kind of smell sour?
You'd smell citrusy.
Lemons are sour.
Only when you taste them. If you're going to be licking my armpits, then yes.
Come here, give me an armpit. I want to make some lemonade. I want to make an Arnold Palmer.
TMI.
Oh no. KG Boo, he hasn't been on TV tonight.
No, he's tired.
KG, you want to be on TV?
He's tired.
He's over there with his eyes closed, shaking. He thinks I'm still driving.
Yeah.
What, are you ready to get off?
Yeah.
Is that what the gasp is?
The sigh.
The sigh.
I think we went too far with that lick my armpit comment.
That was your comment, not mine.
Oh, puppy dreams. Turn around. Oh, you woke up.
I'm taking off. Oh.
We're having puppy dreams.
Darla, carbon.
Nanotubes are lattices made of pure carbon molecules that can be formed into threads that have more strength and elasticity than steel. It's a fairly new cutting edge stuff.
Okay, it's time to get off of here now.
It.
He's making up all
What
kinds
do
of
I
stuff.
come
He's
for?
making up all kinds of
He's
stuff.
got lots of minuscule information that, not very many people know. I find
Yeah, like Socrates or Wichita.
Everything keeps going up. At least stronger, more elastic than traditional steel cables used in bridges. That's pretty cool. Shoot, that's nothing like some of the stuff they some of the stuff who says.
Well, what do people think we should do? How do we solve the prices going up?
Thing on the printer.
How do we solve that?
Wow.
What do you think?
You just stop buying stuff.
Yeah.
Raise your own food.
You got to be wise. You got to be very wise when you vote.
Well, that too.
That's what you got to be. Very wise.
Support Biden to Mexico. I'm with you. They wouldn't have him. They wouldn't have him.
Mexico. Those are the people that wouldn't let the stuff into Israel, was it? Or
don't buy if you don't need it. I mean, you asked the bill. Coupon. Grow your own stuff and barter. Yeah. And vote.
How do you grow your own gas?
I don't know.
Well,
you do like Maddie does and just have horses.
Yeah. Ride a horse? Yeah.
Hey guys, it's 8:20. Cut back on driving. Electric cars. May. We need to talk. Ride a horse or a donkey. There you go.
All right, guys. Well, we are going
Thank you for
to sign off.
Thanks for all the thumbs up.
Thank you guys for everything you do. It's always fun.
Hope you guys have a great week.
Yeah. And I guess we'll see you next week at 9:30 or whatever time your clock says.
Whenever you tune in.
Yeah.
It's gonna always be 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. So East Coast time would be 8 o'clock. So if that makes it easier for you.
And right now, Arizona time would be 5 o'clock.
Is it 5 o'clock?
Because they're 2 hours.
Yeah, it'd be 5 o'clock in
Colorado,
California
time,
and Arizona.
6 o'clock.
Arizona and California is going to be 5 o'clock. On the East Coast, it's 8 o'clock, and here it's 7. Because we're almost all the way over here to the coast, but not quite. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great time. Love you, Maddie. See you later.
Love you guys, all of you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye-bye.